Hello, thank you for tuning in to U.S. Money Reserve's Market Insights. Today we're going to talk about a new report that U.S. Money Reserve is putting out called The U.S. Economy, a House of Cards. This is a really good report that's coming out this quarter that's going to help a lot of consumers and investors really look at what's taking place inside this economy. As of this month, we've officially crossed over into the largest bull market in stock market history. On top of that, there are several other major factors that are taking place right now within the economy, within Capitol Hill, but more importantly, our deficit. It doesn't make any sense to be living in a country that has a stock market hitting all-time highs when our GDP is hitting 140% of the market capital that we have sitting in that market. That's an all-time high. When those ratios are off, it causes a major hiccup in the markets at some point. And that's one of the biggest questions that people are asking is, what's going to happen next? Well, if you look at this report, it covers a lot of different things within the economy. It's talking about the excessive printing of cheap money. It talks about the major spending, also deregulations in the banking system. Under the Obama administration, they implemented several regulations with the banks to prevent another major financial crisis. Trump has ultimately deregulated just about every single one. On top of that, you have the trade war, as well as the major yield curve, but the biggest one is the irrational exuberance. Irrational exuberance is, it's an interesting term, but the best way to define this type of situation is the fact that people are becoming complacent and they're becoming very over excessive with it when it comes to their money in the stock market. If you'll remember in 2008, before the stock market corrected, there was a lot of people talking about how a major correction was coming, but nobody was paying attention. And the people who were raising the red flags were screaming at people in a soft voice all across the country that they needed to start protecting their assets from a major downturn. Major economists like Peter Schiff, Jim Rickards, they have all called for these things to take place at that time, and nobody listened. Well, these same economists are now coming out talking about the same thing right around the corner. We don't know when it's going to happen. We just don't. All we can do is prepare. With that being said, if you want to get more information in regards to the topics that are in this particular report, you can call the number on your screen to get a physical copy from one of our account executives at U.S. Money Reserve. Or if you want instant access to our ebook, you can click on the link below. If you have any questions in regards to any of the topics in this report or anything that we've discussed in these videos, you can also put it in the comment section below, or you can call the number and speak to account executive at U.S. Money Reserve. For today, that's all. Thank you for tuning in to U.S. Money Reserve's Market Insights.